Look at that. Oh my God, it's big and fat and hanging so low. I'm just gonna put these 3. Oh, I hope I don't die. Working on my whole entire hand is covered in capsaicin. Oh my God. Why give me such a headache? Why can't everything go smoothly for my videos? Oh gosh. Ash, don't eat my chickens. Don't try to attack my chickens. I was over here watering my plants and I looked over in this fig tree and I see something just hanging down. Oh my God, if I can find it. There it is. Look at that. Oh my God, it's big and fat and hanging so low. I'm gonna try to climb in there and get it because it looks like it's fully ripe and already pecked at. Oh, this is in the way. And I gotta get back there. Let's see. Oh my God, I'm so excited. The first fig of the season off my tree. I'm so excited. I had so much figs on here. Okay, let's see. Alright, I can put my feet in here. I don't think there's anything in here. And then I'm gonna reach. Okay. Ooh, I'm pulling the whole tree over. Look at that. Let me just grab a hold of this branch. Oh, I got it. Oh, it looks good. It's splitting a little bit, but it's not pecked at. Eee, sorry. Here we go. Here we go. Oh. Okay, let's eat this right now. I'm not worried about it being dirty, really. It's just... Okay. I'm going to prop you guys up and rinse it properly and eat it. So ready. Wow, you know, these look just like the ones that I bought at Costco. It almost looks like it would have been more ripe. Let's see if it tastes. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's good. I feel like it was a little sweeter last year, but it's so good. And it's like that caramelized type of flavor where the sugar is just so rich. I'm going to talk about this groundhog that's in my garden. I've discovered that it's a groundhog because I have seen it with my own eyes, fully grown, face and all, chomping on my melon plants. Groundhogs are in the marmot family. I had never heard of a marmot until I read that. But it's a rodent in the squirrel family. They eat plants. It's an herbivore. They like vegetation, the same vegetation that we eat. So it was eating my melon plants. It has been chomping on the amaranth that's growing. I've seen a kale plant missing. I looked closer earlier today and I saw that it chomped off the tops of the cucumber seedlings. It left me 1 out of 5. It left me 1. Those are just the things I've noticed. So it has to have been surviving on the plants in this yard and probably neighboring yards until now, when I first saw that it's eating my veggies and my fruits and plants and whatnot. So it probably has been chomping on other things that I have not noticed up to now. So the thing that is in the garden is a groundhog, a woodchuck, a whistle pig. Oh my God, I have a groundhog. I did mention in the first video, one of the first videos where I noticed these holes all around the yard. I thought that it might be a groundhog. It was one of the first things that came to mind. When I took the video of the animal, I was calling it a gopher. I think I was thinking groundhog, but I was saying gopher. Well, who knows what the heck I was thinking. But it's definitely more than likely a groundhog. I took the photo and I googled the photo. It said groundhog or woodchuck. The hole by the chicken coop is still there. I have since taken a pitchfork and stabbed the whole floor of that area, broke through the shell dirt that was there, and moved things around. Made it inhospitable. At least I hope I did. I did find another hole behind the chicken coop, more on the side yard by the fence, where I have a mat propped up against the fence, and under the mat there's a hole. Where it leads, I don't know, because that part of the patio, that side is cement. The tiles are put into cement. It can't come up through there, but the dog has been sniffing around in the pile of stuff that's over there. So it could be over there. So the groundhog eats plants. It's an herbivore. It has been eating plants in the garden. When I saw it, that's what it was doing. It literally was sitting up eating a melon plant. It ate the tip and it ate some leaves. When I came outside and I could see all the damage, I was just so annoyed and disgusted. And it moved away. It didn't move quickly, like it wasn't really scared of me. And then it went behind the shed and it sat there for a few seconds and then went down under the shed. Behind the shed, I have sunchokes or Jerusalem artichoke planted all along the back of the shed, or they've spread that way. So he's definitely, I hope it's a he, definitely eating the artichoke, because they do eat Jerusalem artichoke. They eat the tubers, the stems, the leaves. I am not seeing any downed plants where they may have chewed the stems up and the plant falling over. But I'm certain that there are tubers under the shed where it dug, because in years past when I go to dig them up, they are under the tubers have spread under the shed. Oh my, what are you doing? These chickens are going crazy. So I'm going to take you over to show you exactly what it has been eating, what I noticed today that it has eaten. And then I want to talk about how I'm going to get rid of it, because I'm going to get rid of it. That thing and I cannot coexist in this backyard. Cannot. So I'm going to be humane about it. I'm going to try to deter it. I have ordered I've ordered some repellent, which basically is castor oil. I've ordered a trap for it, a humane trap, a catch and release trap. At least I thought I ordered it, but apparently I didn't hit purchase, or the purchase didn't go through. I don't know, but it doesn't seem like it has been ordered. It's not on its way. So, and it's not saying delivered. I definitely didn't receive a package posted, so I must not have gone through with the purchase on Amazon. So I'm gonna have to go back in. But until those things arrive, I have made garlic and cayenne pepper. I have ground up the garlic and cayenne pepper, and I'm soaking some of it here. It rehydrated a little bit, and then it's, been steeping since yesterday, so it's been 24 hours. This is the old garlic from last year's harvest that did not store, but these are all dried up. I'm gonna run them through the food processor to grind them up. Some of them are not so hard and dry, but that's fine, because I'm going to use these to deter the freaking groundhog that's in my garden. Okay, I'm just going to pulverize this stuff, and hopefully, I don't know, I might need to reconstitute it in water. I am not sure, but I'm gonna. Ooh, it smells strong smell, garlic. I don't know if this is gonna work like I had hoped. It's gonna take a long time, if anything. Okay, so the problem I think is that it's not completely dry. Some of them were soft and rubbery. So I think that's the problem. They're not powdery, coming into a powder like I expected. Look at this jar of cayenne pepper. Oh my God. They're so beautiful. They dried very nicely last year in the dehydrator. I don't even use them. I think I was trying to save them for to make a powder for the chickens. I don't think I need a lot, so I'm just gonna put these 3. I hope I don't die, because you know this is gonna be powder and then it'll aerosolize and it's gonna get in my nose and I'm gonna be choking and coughing and sneezing and all that. Oh, not looking forward to it, but I gotta do it because I gotta get rid of the damn ground. Okay. Oh, let's see. I'm not going to put water in here because what I'm thinking, if I just let it go long enough, it is breaking down a bit more. So if I let it go long enough, I should be able to use some of it to sprinkle around the area dry, and then put some more in a spray bottle with water. Well, I'll infuse it first for maybe an hour or 2, leave it in the sun, and then put it in the spray bottle, the liquid in the spray bottle, so that I can spray the plants to make it less appealing for the groundhog. And I'm thinking I could even add kale and clay. I think I'm going to do that because that should make it less appealing. It'll stick. Everything will smell and like garlic and pepper and taste like garlic and pepper, so it won't eat my plants, and it should not harm my plants. Kale and clay will not harm the plant. Garlic and cayenne pepper will also not harm the plant. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'll keep pulverizing this, get it as fine as I can. Even if it's a little crumbly, it's okay. And then I'll just kind of sprinkle it around the garden, around the border, and then around the plants. But that's the plan. Okay, I added about 3 more cayenne. But one thing too to note, this was hardneck garlic mostly. A couple of soft necks went in here, but it was mostly hardneck garlic, which is why it didn't store for this long. Hardneck garlic is notorious for not storing long. Softneck garlic, I have some softneck garlic here. It's still fresh. I'm gonna keep on going. It's looking pretty good. It's getting small. It's just gonna take a while. I don't need it to be completely powder, which I don't think it's going to get to that level anyway. It actually looks kind of cute. It's kind of nice. Cute. Oh my God, Michelle. It's not cute at all. Taking a couple tablespoons. I'm going to put in this jar and soak it. And hopefully that's enough to make I think there should be enough to really infuse the water. Let's give it a little bit more. Infuse it in the water to spray on the plants. All right, so this is the garlic and cayenne pepper water. I fill the jar with tap warm water. Then I just put it in the microwave for about 1:10, and I've been shaking it periodically just to make sure that it incorporates, so that everything is, saturated, and hopefully this infuses well, and then we can get to spraying. So I'm going to, I had a spray bottle, it broke, it snapped, so I have to see if I can get to another bottle. If I can strain this and maybe dilute it, I'll have to see how strong the smell is. if I can dilute it, that would be great, because then I could cover more area. But I'm going to spray the plants that it would eat so that it won't want to eat them. It's strong, but it's not that strong, and the pepper is not that strong. I'm surprised that the pepper is not strong, as strong as it is. I'm not sure if I'm going to dilute it, but I need to strain it because I don't want these bits to corrode, to trap the spray bottle, if I can find one. Alright, so some of the things that you can do to get rid of groundhogs is to deter them. So garlic, pepper, they don't like the smell. Peppermint, thyme, a lot of herbs, they don't like the smell. So they won't touch those things. The mint plants that I have there, they haven't touched. They do not like the smell of castor oil. The same is true for moles and voles. They don't like castor oil either. I'm not sure about the garlic and pepper, but that probably could work. I don't know. Initially, I was thinking that what I had here was a mole or a vole, but that's not the case. I've seen a groundhog or whistle pig. It's such a weird thing, but I know why they call it that, because the sound that it makes, it whistles, doesn't necessarily look like a little pig, but yeah. Anyway, the other things that you can do is to trap it. Ultimately, you would want to trap it, and once you trap it, you want to release it over 5 miles away from your home, because it could potentially find your place again within 5 miles. Other options are to get a sensor or motion sensing sprinkler, and then it would spray water every time something moves, which is not a bad idea. But there's so many lizards. I don't want to be watering everything all the time. Something moves around, and I want it to leave. I want it out of here. So I'm going to ultimately trap it once the trap comes in the mail. But otherwise, I think deterring it from my plants in the meantime that I don't want it to eat is the goal. So those are the main things. Deter it with other animal urine, like coyote urine, cat urine, dog urine smell, castor oil, garlic and pepper and mint or thyme smell, like herbal smells that they don't like. You can use the sprinkler on a motion sensor and then trap it. So those are the main things. What I'm going to do, like I said, are the garlic and pepper concoction that I made to spray the plants, to keep it from eating the plants, to make the plants less appealing. And I even also thought that I would put the kale in clay. Maybe that'll help. But it will definitely help in terms of leaving something behind to make it less palatable for the animal, and then also deterring the vine borer and any other insects that might want to chew up my plants. So I'll probably do that as well. So I'll definitely need to strain this concoction, this garlic and pepper mix. Now, I used to make this before all the time, not with dried garlic, but I used to make this all the time to keep my plants healthy and free of pests when I was a fairly new gardener, maybe within the first 2 or 3 years or so. And I had it in a big, like, juice jug. I guess those large jugs that you would get at Costco. I don't know if it's a gallon and a half or more. But I would take the whole garlic clove, the whole garlic head, put it in a big pot with pepper, hot peppers, and boil it. I don't think did I put anything else in there? No, that was pretty much it. Garlic and peppers, and I would boil it. And then I would put it in a jar, strain it out, put it in the jar, and then when I was ready to spray it, I would add soap, like dish detergent, and oil, so that it would stick to the plants. So the soap would kill the aphids and other small soft-bodied insects. The oil would help it stick to the plants. I would combine all those different remedies into one so that I could kill multiple birds with one stone. So the garlic and the pepper to deter, make it less tasty for the bugs and animals, whatever, and then the soap to kill the soft-bodied insects, and the oil to help it stick to the plants. And I mean, it worked. I didn't have a whole lot of damage on my plants from bugs and insects. The aphids would go away. And I don't know, I just stopped doing it. But now this, we'll see how that helps. I mean, you don't typically get a lot of aphids on squash and pumpkin plants. Not primarily. But that's primarily what I'll be spraying. But I do have tomatoes and I do have peppers and eggplant in that area. So we'll see if it helps to deter the beetles, because the beetles are out now. See if it deters them from eating up my eggplant leaves. So we'll do that. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Let me go show you what damage I found today. I'm gonna go show you. Well, I didn't tell you. I'm gonna show you. Let's go. There's King. Say hi, Kingy. Hi, Kingy. Say hi. You wanna say hi? Okay. Well, one of the things I noticed today is that it has come out from behind the shed, and it's also coming after plants that I have here. So this is a raspberry, and there is the red Russian kale, and it has nibbled on that. There were some lacinato kale here, and look, that's what's left of the lacinato kale. Another one here, it ate up all the leaves. Then I go around back to where I initially found it. I saw it in the garden. Let's go through here. I just flooded out this area behind this thing, that garbage can, this compost area. I flooded that area because there were mounds of dirt there, so it's probably another entrance into its home here under the shed. That's behind the shed where I saw it run to. That's another thing that I learned in my research, that it likes to eat. It will go into the compost. So me trying to be more diligent about filling the compost bin and putting my scraps in there has worked against me in this case. So let's go. Let's see. These eggplants are taking a minute to acclimate, and they're always droopy. But look at these amaranth. It has chomped the leaves off of this amaranth. All of them are chomped. Look at that. Chomped. The head is cut off. This one is a great example. Chomped, 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 chomped. So it's eating the amaranth, which I'm not as upset about because there's so much of it. And although I did wake up this morning thinking, okay, I'm gonna make some callaloo and saltfish tomorrow morning. So now I have less to pick from. So I'm not picking from the ones that it's picked from. These are the melon plants that it has chomped off. This one has another shoot coming over here, so it's fine, and then there'll be a shoot here. So if I can get it to leave it alone and I come back to it, then I'll still have melon. This one doesn't have another, oh, what is that? Okay, this one doesn't have another shoot. Oh, no, it does have another shoot right here. Where's my hand? Oh yeah, okay. Just making sure. But it chomped off this whole thing. And if you look closely here, you'll see there were 5 cucumber shoots coming up, and now there's only one right there. So that's what it has eaten. It ran off behind the shed, like I said, over there. All that is Jerusalem artichoke back there. So it could easily just stay there and just eat Jerusalem artichoke all day, all night, but I guess it wants variety in its life. Oh no. Well, okay, so that's that. That's what it has been eating. It doesn't look like it has gone over to that side of the yard, of the garden. Nothing over here is chomped. And I think it may be because while it has been over here and on that side, you know, that was where I saw it the first time, was from running from that side. And I think it did burrow under the soil around there. But I think the reason why it's not coming here now is because I put down blood meal and bone meal in this area to prep this side of my garden. And it is a deterrent. The blood meal or any type of blood is a deterrent. So that may be why it's not coming onto the side of the garden. So what I will do, aside from the garlic and the pepper concoction, I will put blood meal down on this side as well. Because my pumpkin, my squash plant is doing really well. Look at that little squash coming up. Hopefully they'll produce. But I've got a few along the plant. And that plant that's up on the trellis is coming from here. So it's making several leaders. There's one that way, there's one this way, and then this one that comes up here. I'm sure there's more. I think this is one plant, right? Yep, it's one plant, and there's another leader coming out this way. I'm gonna let them do a little bit of something before I prune any of those leaders off. But we're not talking about plants right now. We're talking about this daggone gopher. Okay, so that's the plan. Blood meal, garlic and pepper, spray on the plants directly. And I do also have some of the dried garlic and pepper mix to put down, like the granular blend that I made. I don't know what else it's been eating. Can't really tell. I haven't seen anything shoot up. And when it was smaller, I really don't know what it was eating. Well, it was going in my compost bin. I do recall that hole under the bin. You know, and I do have the hardware cloth under the bin. So I don't know how it found that angle to, you know what, I need to stop asking those questions, because this thing is a freaking Houdini. But with all this mint here, it's not deterred from going in there. I guess it's, I don't know. You know, you read all these things of what you can do, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. So ultimately, I'm going to have to trap it. But yeah, that's what it has, been doing in the garden. It's been eating the amaranth, eating the melon plants, eating the kale plants. At least that's what I can see. Oh, and there's also been fruit falling from this plum tree, because the plum curculio most likely has gotten to it. And while I did find a couple of fruit that were edible, most of them are not, and the tree barely put on any fruit. You see it? So like what the plum curculio does, it burrows, or lays its egg, and the larva burrows into the fruit and eats around the seed. And then the fruit will ripen much faster than it should normally. And then it will also leave these crystallized, I don't know if it's poop or what, but you'll see these like crystallized sugar on the outside of the fruit. Okay, so here's one that has fallen, and you see that it's ripe, and you see that little crystallized thing on there, right here. That's what you'll see coming out of the fruit. I have other fruit on this tree. This one looks pretty beat up, and it's already ripe. while those over there are still green. I don't know if you can see them. Let me get closer. These are still green. So those may not have been hit by the bug. There's a couple more up here. And then you'll see some that are dried up like a raisin. Oh, there's even another one up there. Okay, more than I thought I had, but still not a lot. And then last year this tree was, last year this tree was overloaded with plums. It was a wonderful, wonderful abundance of plums. But this year, no. So the groundhog also eats fruit. And I learned that the groundhog can climb. So I'm really not happy about that. So I've got to get rid of it. Okay, there's some more plums. Those look beat up too, but they're not ripening. So I think what I'll do, I have to review what the life cycle of the plum curculio is and the timing that it attacks the plants and so on, because I don't know if it's too late, if I have enough time to deter it, or if they'll still come back and lay in those fruit that haven't been affected. But I feel like they're no longer laying eggs, but I don't know if that's correct. So, but I'll spray it with this concoction as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the garlic and pepper mix, the water, the infused water, strain it and put it into a spray bottle, and I'm going to add kaolin clay to that as well, maybe a tablespoon or so. I'll see what it looks like and how it sprays, if it sticks. I don't think I need to add anything else to the water. I think I'll leave it with those three things, the garlic, pepper, and the kaolin clay. And I'll spray the plants that I can see the groundhog is eating. I'm going to put blood meal down the whole entire garden, which was the initial plan anyway. I think I kind of forgot to do that when I planted out those tomatoes and peppers and eggplant. I gotta put the dog in first because I don't want the dog to come and try to eat up the soil, because he did that when I put the blood and bone meal down before. King, what you doing? You sniffing the air? Come here. King. See, I have to deepen my voice for him to listen. King, come here, boy. Come. He still doesn't want to listen. He doesn't listen. Come here. Come. King. Yeah, he's not interested. No, he's reluctantly coming. What's the matter, Kingy? And he doesn't want to come. So he's like, I'll move and make her think I'm coming, but I'm just going to stop right here because I don't feel like going over there. I swear I know what he's thinking. King! 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 No, he's going to pee right there. Okay, alright, enough of that. I want the kitties inside listening to me. Okay, so I'm distracted. Let me get undistracted and keep it moving. Yeah, because it's getting late. It's hot. It's breezy when the clouds overcast, but it's hot otherwise. So let's get back to business. I found this container and I filled it up with water up to 20 ounces about. That's a broken decorative pot. I'm gonna see if I can get this concoction out of here without, oopsie, I'm spilling a lot. Okay, there's a little garlic in there. It's good enough. I'm not gonna be too pesky about getting exact measurements or it perfectly filtered or strained, because I just want to get this done. I think I can get some of the bigger pieces out. Yes, there we go. I don't know if I'm even in view, but here we are. I just got this bit out of there. I'm probably going to regret putting my fingers in here later. I just have to try to remember to wash my hands with soap to get the capsaicin off my skin. And definitely don't touch my eyes. I'm gonna put about 5 ounces. So once I get up to the 25 line, I think that's enough. Getting the big pieces of garlic out of here because I don't want it to clog up my sprayer. This is going to take a minute. The way I'm doing it is going to take quite a minute. So I'm really just being lazy about going in the house and getting my funnel and sieve. This is working just fine. Oh my god, I'm wasting a lot of it. Oh yeah, it's not working just fine. It's not that big a deal. I've got more garlic and I've got more pepper. Yeah, I'd rather not waste it, but I'm really just lazy. Oh wait, I have a funnel in the shed. Oh my god, let me go find it. I have this funnel, which isn't the funnel I was thinking of, but it's a funnel, so it's gonna have to work. I might even just use this to avoid having to strain it. I'm kicking up all the smaller pieces. Okay, not working. Still not perfect, but it's working, and now my whole entire hand is covered in capsaicin. Oh my god. Oh my god. See, this is what happens when you're lazy. Things don't work the way they should, and then you have to end up going and doing them the right way anyway. Alright, here we have the kale and clay. Let me see if I can get this in here neatly. Oh, so I'm so lazy. It took me a minute to get to this, but I still didn't go inside to get the funnel, the better funnel. I have a funnel in the shed beside that green one, a red one just like the one in the house, but I don't see it. I think I want to put more clay in there. Shake it up and see how it looks. Spray like that. If I can smell it, I could also get a good gauge. I'm going to bring you over with me when I do this to see. Well, let's test it right here. How about that? There's no clay. I don't see the clay. It's white in the bottle. I guess maybe when it dries I'll see it, because I do see a little white there. That's true, actually. You know what? I was using this to clear the spray thing, so it was clear water in there before. Now I'm seeing the white. Okay. Patience. They don't like tomatoes. The groundhog, they don't like tomatoes. So I don't worry too much about that. Oh no, come on. Oh no. Is it clogged? the best time of day to be doing this. Okay, this is 3 o'clock. Oh, come on. Why? Why do you give me such a headache? Why can't everything go smoothly for my video? Oh my god. Okay, that's not working. I think that's fucked. It's got this thing on the tip so that it shouldn't pick up anything to clog it. Stop it. I don't know what that was, but we're still better now. So keep moving from here. Alright, I think I want a wider spritz. I don't know if it eats eggplants. I'm guessing it doesn't, since it doesn't like tomatoes. Maybe it doesn't like any plant in that family. And I smell the garlic, so this is good. I do smell the garlic smell. I'm not gonna spray the amaranth because I don't want to waste the spray on something that I'm not as concerned with. This is where the cucumber is, so I'm going to spray the heck out of that, and then I'm going to cover it. The spray bottle is not working very well. Oh, there we go. And I'm going to spray the melon. This is a Crenshaw melon. I don't see any marks on the sweet potatoes, really. Okay, so be less tasty, be less appetizing, be less attractive. I'm going to spray this one big amaranth here and see if it keeps it from coming back to eat this one. Like, if I notice, well, all the other ones are pretty chewed up, so, but if I notice this one is no further chewed, then it will be a nice little experiment. We're going to spray all the squash vines and pumpkin plants. I'm going to get the tips off of the melon, so I'm going to make sure I spray the tips of the plant. Ooh, another live bug. It also ate the centers of the plantain, like that one over here, and one over there on the other side. So it has, oh yeah, it has gone on the other side. And I did see that read that it likes corn as well. So I'm really worried because I have so little corn. That's such bad luck with corn. Although, I'm going to do another video on this because I'm going to plant more corn. But with this pumpkin and squash growing as vigorously as it is, I'm going to have to plant it in seed trays before I plant it in the ground. And it's going to have to get to a good size because it's not going to survive if it has to push through these leaves, which those over there are having to push through. But they're getting some good size. The ones in the back that I originally planted, let's see if I can point them up. Right over there, those are doing pretty good. There's 3, literally just 3 of them. One is very strong and the other 2 are not as tall. But it's not eating the greens so far. But they do like corn. And they do eat the corn cob. So I'm going to have to spray, deter, and trap it so that I can have corn. I feel like it's watching me from over there. I just feel like it's watching me. I don't know if it is, but I just feel like it is. Are you watching me, you shit groundhog? Excuse my language, sorry. I'm trying to make this up. pet-friendly video. But I'm so angry. Does it have to stay in the yard? I'm so angry. Alright, well, my spray is done. I'll make more. And I'm gonna have to spray it more than once. Like if it rains, I'm gonna need to spray it. Cover the cucumber shoot with the wire basket. We're by the cucumber plant. I'm going to cover it with this garbage basket, this wire basket, and then I have these two stakes that I'm going to twist into the hole and down to hold it down. Hopefully that works. Ate the top off completely. Alright, so I'm going to put this one on each side. I think it should work. It's pretty sturdy. I'm not going to use it too much. I need a third one to keep it from pushing, because with enough force, it looks like it can push it over. But I don't know how strong that little bugger is. Yeah, look, it ate the weeds down here. It ate those up too. I knew that these rake being there wouldn't really do much, but I just thought maybe a little obstacle course would make it less easy and maybe it wouldn't bother the plants. So I had time to look up what it was. But yesterday I was not here all day, so I'm pretty sure that's when it came and ate all this stuff. I think the next thing would be to put down dried garlic and cayenne. I think I might put some in the compost bin and around the compost bin. And I think I'll put some around the chicken coop where it's been going in. Those are the known places where it's been going. And see if that's enough to get him to leave my yard. But then again, I'm wondering if that's a good idea. Because if I want to trap it, because ultimately I really need for it to leave the yard. I really need for it to be gone. I really need for it to be gone. So I may need to... I should have thought about this before. Okay, so I've deterred it from eating my plants. What I'm thinking is that it may not be a good idea to deter it from its home and other areas around the garden, because then if it leaves, it may be more difficult for me to capture it in the trap and then drive it 5+ miles away and release. Because if I can't trap it, I can't take it away from here. And if I can't take it away from here and I just deter it, it will come back. So I think what I'll do is I'll put the deterrent in the compost bin, and that's it until I get the trap. And then after I trap it, I'll put deterrents around to prevent any other groundhogs from coming here. I did not know we had groundhogs in this part of... there's just too much traffic, too much human beings, too much danger for it to be in this area. But of course they would find my garden with all the food, even though I didn't even have anything really. But the fact that it's eating the amaranth, I'm sure my yard is not the only yard around here with amaranth. Because all I did was find one plant a few years ago, like 3 or 4 years ago, that I allowed to grow because I didn't recall what it was. I didn't know what it was, and I think this was before I had the Picture It app. But I didn't know that it was amaranth, and I let it grow. And once I recognized it, it was going to seed, and that seed fell everywhere. And every year since, I've had amaranth because I also started eating things that I can do. It likes to be able to have shelter. And I'm feeling bugs everywhere. In order for it to have shelter, there needs to be structures, there needs to be garbage, junk, anything that can keep the soil over its tunnels dry. And we have the perfect backyard for that right now. So what we have done, in addition to these little steps that I've just taken, we have gone ahead and gotten another dumpster so that we can get rid of the last thing, getting rid of the garbage, getting rid of the hiding places, getting rid of the mess. It's a long time coming, but we've gotten the dumpster. I'll insert some footage of when they delivered the dumpster. It's so cool to see how these guys do this. It's so precise. Garbage we're going to get rid of. We're going to fill the dumpster, and then my yard can be much nicer and much cleaner and less hazardous for me even to walk through. And then maybe I can even clear some of the vegetation so that I can plant on the other side of the yard, suppress the weeds, kill the vines. Oh my God, so many things I want to do if we can get rid of so much of this trash. We have all this trash because we're undergoing major renovation. Outside, everything looks complete, and it is complete. The house on the external is complete. We're still working on the inside, so we still have some debris. There's still sometimes garbage flying out the window. The remnants of the work is the debris, and so that's what needs to be cleared out. And that's why my backyard is the way it is. That's why everything is overgrown, because I can't get to it to clear it out. Or I've cleared some areas out, but the rain and the sun have been doing what they're supposed to do, and so everything is growing back. That's why I have so much amaranth, because after clearing the area, moving the tarp, turning the soil, the amaranth popped up. So there's a lot of, and you know, amaranth seeds are tiny, and they grow by the millions on one plant. So there are hundreds, if not thousands, of amaranth seedlings popping up. Okay, I'm hot, I'm sticky, it's muggy out here. The chickens are clamoring at the door. I'm gonna feed them, and then I'm gonna go in and shower and change, because I'm still in my pajamas. But I'm happy that I've gotten done what I set out to get done. And then I can go change, get comfortable, have some lunch, because it's after lunchtime, and then I can come back out here and do some more. Thanks for joining me. I hope you learned a little something about groundhogs and how to get rid of them. This was not laid out like step 1, 2, 3. And if that doesn't work for you, I'm so sorry for now. Later. Okay, did you hear that whistle? That one. That's the sound of the groundhog. But it's coming from over here. That's not the sound. The other sound. That's a bird. I found a video on YouTube that tells you what they sound like, and I could have sworn I heard that sound. That's it. That one right there. That. Oh, the cat just. Ash, you scared me half to death. Get over here. Cat definitely doesn't make that sound. Ashy poo poo. Chickens are out. You're not gonna attack my chickens, are you? She's just looking at them. You're not gonna attack my chickens, are you, Ash? You're sitting and watching them? Over there, and he's watching. Ash, you better not attack my chickens. They're not scared of him. And other cats that I've had have not attacked them, even when they were babies. Let's see what the chickies are doing over here. I saw them dust bathing. Since the cat came over, I have not heard that sound. It could be two birds calling to each other. I don't know. Oh wait, I don't want the chickens in my garden. Brownie! Is that Brownie or Butter? Brownie! Maybe he's chasing me. Oh, they're in there. Okay. No, you guys have to come back this way. And I don't really want to smell water over there. I might wash away the smell. I use water from the hose to spray and guide my chickens where I want them to go. And it works like magic. Coco, or what's your name? Is that Coco or Cinnamon? Get out of there. Don't want you over there. I'm spraying. I'm not wetting them. I'm spraying behind them to encourage them to move forward. Come on, girlie. And it works. See? And look at the cat just watching them. Oh gosh. Ash, don't eat my chickens. Don't try to attack my chickens. Oh good, he's going away. Ash, you want to come inside? Ash? Come. Come, that's really what he wants. He wants to come in the house. Come here, Ash. Come here, Ash. Come. You don't have to meow and cry. Come, Ash. He's probably going to go sit on the front steps and wait for somebody to open the front door. Where are you going? It's like going in a hole. Are you going in the hole or are you just sitting there? Let's see. What are you doing? Come here, Ash. Come. I'll let you in the back door. Come. Come here, Ashy Poo. Come. I'm going to go get it. Yeah, I know. You don't want to... I know. Say hi to the people. No, don't go in there. Say hi to the chickies. All right, I'll let you in the house, okay?